Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront guide, tips and tricks video. Now today we're going to be talking about Hero Hunt, which is probably one of the better game modes in Star Wars Battlefront, yet it does have its obvious flaws. Like, when you're shooting a hero, if you put a lot of damage into a hero and someone else runs in and gets the last kill, last bullet even, then they're going to become the hero and you miss out even though you've put a hell of a lot of damage actually into them. But Hero Hunt also has its massive benefits, and I've worked out a kind of rough guide for you guys to go off and including a class setup. Now what you want to be using for Hero Hunt, I'd say personally, is probably things like the thermal detonator, the iron shot, the impact grenade, the explosive shot, everything like that. Everything you can possibly use to cause as much damage as you possibly can within a short space of time, including short range weapons like the DH-17 and the SE-14C. They are both pistols, but at the same time they cause a hell of a lot of damage and have a high rate of fire, so they can cause a lot of damage to the hero in such a short space of time. Now as for tactics, what you really want to do on Hero Hunt is sit back a little bit. Don't be the guy who runs in there shooting all of your ammo and throwing all of your star cards away straight away to put the hero down to 10 health for someone else to run in and steal the kill, like I said earlier on in this video. What you really want to do is to be the guy who sits back close enough to the hero that you can cause damage, but not close enough that you are the one getting damaged by the hero. So you want to be able to cause as much damage without taking so much damage, to be the guy that actually becomes the hero next. And then once you are the hero, what I've found is each hero has their obvious different playstyles, and their perks and abilities tend to give them a lot more different sort of playstyles than the other one. For instance, Han Solo. I find Han Solo's actually quite a decent person to have at close range because of his shoulder charge and his sort of rapid fire ability he has, but at the same time he doesn't really have too much attacking power that you can say be at close range the whole time. What I found useful with Han Solo when I was playing as him was to sit back a little bit and try and pick off kills from a distance rather than charging in head first. But at the same time, you can kind of do that if it gets dangerous and there's a lot of stormtroopers around you. You can use these abilities like the shoulder charge and the rapid fire to get out of that situation fast and get away. One thing I'm saying as get away is when you are the hero who uses ranged weapons or is in a support role, is to try and stay away from the attackers as much as possible. So run away. It might sound like camping, but at the same time it's going to save your life in the long run. If you keep away from the stormtroopers, it's going to benefit you because you're not going to be the guy taking damage. You can see them come in rather than they can all see you. But on to the next hero. So we have Leia Organa. Now the way I like to play with her is, again, stay at distance because she has a squad shield which can stop everyone damaging you with their blasters, so they have to use their star cards and throw the grenades at you. But at the same time, you can also get away from them grenades quite quickly. But she does have a lucky shot as well, so if there's too many of them coming too close, you can obviously activate the lucky shot and kill all of the stormtroopers in one shot and get them to back off a bit from you, along with the ability that she can regain her health. If you press, I think it's the right bumper on Xbox One, she calls down a hero health pickup which regenerates her own health. So if you stay away from the stormtroopers as long as possible, you're going to regenerate that ability, and it's going to obviously allow you to get more health and stay as the hero for even longer to get further ahead in the game mode to hopefully win it for you. Now on to Luke. Luke is the one I'm sort of struggling most with because you have to get up close and personal because he doesn't really have any ranged attacks. He is more of a in-your-face offensive type hero anyway, so the best way to play with him is to obviously be more aggressive, be more offensive and get right up in the stormtrooper's face. But I've found if you do it in a smaller environment, so say on the Hoth Echo base map, stay in the tunnels. If you stay in the tunnels, it's going to create a smaller environment, which means you're going to be able to kill the stormtroopers a lot quicker really, because they don't really have any way to run away from you, and you're not out in the open where you're getting shot in the back or shot in all directions. It's the same sort of with the villains. Darth Vader tends to be the more up close, in your face kind of attacker because he obviously has a lightsaber, but he does have his saber throw as well. So I'd play the same roughly with him, try and stay in the smaller, more confined spaces to be able to do more damage as fast as possible really and kill off the rebel attackers to stop them from killing you off. The Emperor Palpatine, again, I'd say the same for him. He is more of a supportive role player, and he can regenerate his health, but at the same time he doesn't really have that many decent ranged attacks. So if you stay in the smaller areas, you can use the chain lightning, I think it's called, and obviously do a lot of damage to a lot of enemies in a short space of time again. Along with these sort of light force lightning attack, you can just keep spamming that as much as you want in the small spaces to be able to get as many of them kills as possible in a short space of time. Boba Fett, I find with Boba Fett to try and stay at a distance is a bit better. If anyone gets too close, you can just activate the jetpack and get away. It is all pretty much about staying away from the attackers as much as possible, unless you are a force wielding, lightsaber wielding hero or villain. But with Boba Fett, like I said, try and stay away as much as possible because he has the burst rifle. It does, I think it's a one burst kill at close range, but at long range it obviously takes more depending on how many bullets you actually hit out of the bursts. So that is roughly my guide for Hero Hunt. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope those tactics actually work out for you. If not, let me know down in the comment section below what you actually use on Hero Hunt to keep you alive as the hero as much as possible. But remember, like I said, if you're attacking the hero or villain, stay close to them, but not close enough that you're going to be the one taking the damage. Obviously try and get the kill if you can to become the hero, but do stay away just so you're not the person who's doing all the damage and dying all of the time, allowing everyone else to become the hero. And then if you are the hero, depending on your hero's play style, obviously depends on how you play. So like I said, Luke, Darth Vader and the Emperor are all pretty much up close and personal heroes and villains because of their attacks, whereas Boba Fett, Leia and Han Solo are all ranged attack hero and villains. So stay away from the attackers with those guys, and then hopefully this will work out for you and you'll be the one at the top of the leaderboards at the end of the match. Other than that, guys, smash a like if you found this helpful and informative. Comment in the comment section below what you think of this guide. Subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all things Star Wars. And may the Force be with you.